And a very good evening to RPM Esports F1 mid-gear. Here we are at Hungary, at the Hungaroring for Season 1, Round 5. No, we have not gone back in time. This is a rerun due to a glitched lobby in Round 5 for mid-gear. Tonight I am joined by none other than RPM backer 1194. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear, and warm welcome to everyone watching. Thanks for the introduction.
A very good evening to you. So what would be great, as per usual, if some of the viewers in the stream could let us know if the audio is working correct for myself and Backer. We do have some new microphones tonight up in the commentary booth, so it would be great if you could let us know if both drivers, the Desperados kicked in already, if both commentators are at the correct volume. That would be much appreciated. So before we get into things, this is the rerun of round 5, but actually becomes the final round of mid-gear. So before we get out on track, we will just take a quick look at the championship standings. A very good evening to you, Huss, in the chat. If you could let us know if the audio is working fine, that would be great. So already won the championship. In first place is Jetfish in the Red Bull with a massive 360 points, with 5 wins and 4 other podiums and 2 fastest laps. So congratulations to Jetfish. The pressure is off this evening. The main battle that we're looking at for this evening is between Luke VDM and RPM Richie and Pui. So there's going to be a great battle for that second place and third place for the trophies, because we do give out trophies, personalised trophies in RPM. In 5th place behind Pui is Al. Unfortunately, we did have a little problem with the lobby tonight and Al was unable to join us, so really sorry about that, Scott. We will absolutely try and get that sorted out and maybe make some improvements to the process for next time. Behind Al, we have Big Puggy in the Williams, the Welsh giant. In 7th place, his teammate Shigz, also in the Williams, only 8 points behind. Theronix, who's not racing this evening, is in 8th place, followed by Shack Attack and Matt Johnston, making up the top 10 in the McLaren. And the constructors, so Red Bull have already won the constructors with a massive 530 points. So the battle again that we're looking for tonight is between Williams with 330, 26 points behind the Williams is the team of McLaren, which is Pui and Matt Johnston. And in 4th place we have the Ferraris of RPM Laur and RPM Richie. So the Ferraris will be looking to get up there into that top 3 for the constructors. So as we now return to the main race, we will put a few things on, and I'll pass over to you, Backer, for a moment to tell me what's been happening while we've been through the championship standings.
Well, we've just seen Dow putting in the fast lap, 16.5. Luke in the final corner now going for his lap, setting purple sectors on a medium tire. So that has lost a lot in sector 3, because at the end he's missing out 9/10. I saw Dragos as well, third car crossing the line, coming on now with a 17.9. The no assist of course. And now I'm trying to see
as Rodzilla.
Next is Rodzilla.
Rodzilla goes fastest with a 1:16.1.
Pui now crossing the line, final corner for him. For a great time as well, 16.3, so that's not too far off Rodzilla. Then his teammate is 17.3, a second slower, but puts his car in P4.
So we just got West Boy in the chat just telling us that your microphone is a bit low, Backer, so I'm going to turn the game down just a touch.
I can adjust.
And if you can just increase yours a fraction as well, that would be much appreciated, as we got Jetfish going into provisional pole position with a 1:15.9.
So I turned my microphone a little higher. Hope it's fine now.
We've also got Colin joining us in the chat. Very good evening to you, Colin. I'm still got the white flag waving to apologise for Monday night's first corner mayhem. That was totally my fault. Oh, as Pooey just dodges a spinning car on track. So Colin also says that Backer's volume is a little bit low. So I might try and put this game volume down one more actually. So yeah, new microphones, new headsets don't always help when you've got everything sorted. But let's turn those down. We don't want speech down. That'll do. So maybe if you could just turn yours up a tiny bit more, Backer, that would be...
Yeah, I did it 2 notches and adjusted the microphone level on my headset as well now, so...
Okay, I can hear you better, so... Oh, we got a big thumbs up from Westboy there, so that must be that we've solved it. So yeah, while we've been messing around with audio, let's have a look what's been happening. We got Always Rick, who has put in a 1:16.6 also on the soft, so Rick is not messing around this evening. Wants to show his pace before the end of the season finishes.
Had a quick talk with him before the race, and he was quite confident about today, even saying to me he was going to get that top step of the podium today.
All right, so not. Are you sure that you understood it correctly? So he wasn't saying that he was going to get on the podium. He was saying that he was going on the top step of the podium.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on Rick's next lap, and we might follow him round and just see. I can see we've got one of the drivers, Shack Attack, who has disconnected, asking if he can rejoin. And as far as I'm aware, you can rejoin in quali, but not in the race, Shack. So if you are listening to the stream, I can confirm you can rejoin in quali, but not in the race. We've got Boris. Boris joining us in the chat. Very good evening, Boris. He's come to enjoy it. I think really he's missing the commentary, don't you?
Absolutely. And there's one thing I want to put out at this point, because I've been on board with Kai on the overtaking P16 now for 2 laps, and I'm not sure what's going on with his car.
Why? I'm bored now on the stream.
Yeah, well, just have a look.
Oh my goodness! Has he got my traction?
I don't know, but this is happening in every corner, and he invalidated 2 laps in a row already by just cutting every corner. So, not too sure what is happening here, but need to say it doesn't. Oh, he's not invalidating anymore.
Oh dear. So the commentator's curse strikes again.
Well, no, well, I don't think this was the commentator.
But what you're saying, you think that that's a bit of a glitch, do you?
I don't know if it's a glitch or he was just messing around.
Okay. Well,
I'm on board with RPM F1 Richie now.
RPM F1 Richie,
going
okay.
For his first stint. 27.0 in sector 1, what is equal to Rodzilla his time so far. So Ferrari driver looking great so far.
Yeah, he's not actually set a lap yet, so I wonder if Richie's just been waiting for the track to rubber in. That Ferrari does sound good. Oh, as Richie seems to be also struggling. On the practice race on Monday, I mean, my race was absolutely appalling, as everybody knows. But I did notice that the grip around this track seems to be absolutely terrible. So I don't know whether some of these guys are struggling with grip. As Richie comes out of the last corner and he goes across the line with a 1:16.6, so that puts Richie in 6th place. So that's a great
banker lap from him.
Great banker lap from Richie, yeah. And it didn't look the most comfortable of laps as well. It looked like he was slipping and sliding. We got Evil Master, who is on an out lap.
Dragos will be the first one crossing the line.
Apparently in the chat, Evil Master was saying that he was fighting for his career in RPM. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, as he spins, and it's a DNF. Oh dear. I will move quickly to someone else before I get the blame for that one as well. So we got Shigs on a lap. He's a 10th up at the moment.
Speaking about Evil Master, I had a little chat with the team principal of Mercedes, Total Wolf,
Yeah.
and he could confirm to me that both Mercedes drivers won't drive for Mercedes in season 2.
Really? So they've been ejected from the principal team as Shigs invalidates his lap. We'll come back to the breaking news about Toto Wolff firing 2 of his mid-gear drivers. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Got a lot of drivers in the pits here. They're not making this commentary easy for us. So Matt's on an out lap. We'll keep an eye on Matt. I do believe that Matt's got a bit of a transfer at the end of the season. I think one of the French teams have paid big money to bring him in next season. A bit like when they got Alfonso. When they got Matt Fonzo. Yeah, when they got Matt Fonzo. So yeah, I mean, it's not confirmed yet. It's only kind of in the press. But yeah, Matt is a bit of a big name signing for a French team. Can't mention any names for next season. So that's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. We're on board with RPM Dragos, the model.
Who just crossed the line.
He has just crossed the line, so he's on an in lap. We've got the Mighty
And
Frax sat in the pits.
Speaking
Shack
about
in the pits.
confidence, the RPM Always Rick going for his second stint on medium tyres.
So I think it's fair to say that Rick has had a difficult season, and I think, you know, while we'll probably catch him on his in lap, but we'll stay on board for now.
Absolutely insane how much confidence he has today.
And he's on the mediums. He's gone on to the mediums, but that first lap, looking at the TAS system, it was a soft lap. So he's trying to break that first lap with a medium lap. This is going to be interesting to see.
This is going to be very interesting indeed.
I think we all know what we all know what we're thinking. Nobody say it. Nobody say it.
We won't say
anything. If you're in the chat, don't say it. If you're watching live and you don't know RPM and you don't know what not to say, don't say it anyway, because we want this to be a good lap from Rick as we come to up to the first sector.
And he's
only 1/10. He's only 1/10. Little slide, and he's slowed off. He's backed out. I think he's going to struggle to beat that soft lap on mediums.
He's now charging his ERS again, by the looks of it, for maybe another stint.
So we also got Cosmo joining us in the chat. Cosmo would have loved to have been racing this evening, but is high gear reserve. So I think next season 2, starting next week, Cosmo is going to be mid-gear reserve. So he'll be looking for some of his opponents and where he can get stuck into that. So a good evening to you, Cosmo. Nice to see you in the chat. Colin's commenting that RPM Richie will love us for his new name. He'll love us even more when he realises that we've opened up a merchandising store for him as RPM Richie. Right, here we go. Rick's going again. He's going again. We're going to stay on board one more lap with Rick just to see if he can put these mediums
also
together.
Because he's the only one on the lap so far. So
yeah, well, don't tell everybody that. Don't tell everybody that. It makes us look like we're loyal to him when he watches it back.
No, but they're not blind.
No, I mean when Rick watches it back, he'll think that we're really loyal to him. So just keep it going, yeah? Right, so here we go. As he comes up to the... and he's 1/10 up
same
again.
Time.
Exactly the same time as last time.
And there's a wheel on track on my screen there after the fast left and the turn 4. So maybe that got him a little bit in his first medium lap. On his way now to sector 2 in.
I don't really see...
Looks great so far.
And he's invalidated.
Then he invalidates, yeah.
And he kept the 1/10, so he'd be really angry with that. But he'll be glad we've got it on stream. so he can analyse it back later.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's move to Jetfish for now. Oh, who just cuts the chicane, so that's also no outlap for him.
So he's invalidated as well. So
Yeah.
we got Frax, the mighty Frax, who has just put in a fellow countryman to Richie. He's just put in a that must have been his outlap. So we're on the hot lap with him now. He's currently on a 118.5. Definitely one of the best looking cars in the game. Definitely one of the best looking cars in the game.
The Alpine, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I've got used to seeing my driver walking through the back of the garage.
Yes, so you don't see this very often.
Not very often, no. All I get to see is the back of my suit walking from the front of the garage to the back of the garage, and some guy patting me on the back as I walk into the back. As Frax takes it really wide, didn't invalidate.
Taking an advantage.
Well, he didn't take an advantage. So the game, I think, if you don't take an advantage, no, because people have Shig's invalidated on there, and Frax hasn't.
Yeah, because he steered back. You will get an advantage eventually if you take it right away. And
he crosses with a 1.1 second improvement. So great lap. Great
Also,
great improvement.
Sign a new contract for next season.
Has he?
The mighty Frax. Yeah, but not for the Alpine team. So I got another scoop for you.
I don't know if I could cope with more scoops than one.
Me neither. And Pui lost it.
Oh, Pui's always losing it.
Yeah, true.
He set a great lap with a 1:15.6, that's for sure. And Lauer also.
Luke. 3/10 up, sector 2. Purple sector 2.
I'm on board. Somebody's weaving away in front of Luke, which is Lauer. Hopefully Lauer gets out of the way.
Got his seat for next season as well, the young Dutchman.
He's got a good seat for next year. I understand that he's up with one of the best, the king of RPM, as he goes 3/10 quicker.
On 16.2.
16.2. I've got a funny feeling that next season Luke is going to be receiving a bit of special tuition from the super fast teammate that he's gone with. So we shall see. Who's next on the lap, Mister? I'm relying on
Laura now, who was in front of Luke, of course. You can. Interesting to see is that Laur is switching his ERS off at some points to charge it. Maybe even get a little bit of better traction outside, outcoming of the corners.
He's probably had some secret tips from the king himself.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah, that all gears constructors. Great lap. Clean lap.
Yeah.
And keeps it in. And
on the edge.
Oh my goodness, 1,000 foot. Somebody's going to get in the way. Oh dear. It's Rodzilla, moves out of the way. Great driving.
Yeah, we don't want any Romanian fights after qualifying, of course. Well, we lost Shiggs in. Oh, Shiggs retired in the pit lane.
And he goes 10th quicker, so Lau goes second.
Goes to a 15.8, right behind Pui. Jetfish right behind him. And it's the last laps coming. Rick crossing the.
Rick's coming
out of the final corner. And goes to P4.
P4. Wow.
Very nice one, Ricky boy.
Yeah, he wasn't telling us lies. He does mean business tonight.
Absolutely.
I think that's the grid.
That's it.
I think that is the grid for this evening.
RPM John also joining us in the chat. Evening, everyone.
Good evening, John.
Johnny boy.
All right, mate. How's it going? All right. I said I wouldn't do that, but I can't help it. Looking forward to racing John next season. John's moving up to the wheel for season 2.
Evil Master also in the chat in capital letters. Rick P4. Yeah, he nailed that final lap, and he's only 3/10 off, almost 4/10 off Pui, so not bad at all.
Quick run through the grid. So front row we've got Pui and Lau. Second row we've got Jetfish and RPM always spinning Rick. We've got on the third row, Rodzilla and Shigs. And then on the fourth row, we've got Luke VDM and Matt Johnston. On the fifth row, we've got Evil Master and RPM Richie. And on the sixth row, we've got RPM Dragos and the Mighty Frax. On the seventh row, we have Shack Attack, who disconnected. And we have someone in the Haas, who I don't quite know, because I can't see, because they've not got their TAS set correctly. Mauro. Good evening, Mauro. And then making up the back row of the grid, we've got Big Puggy and Kay on the overtake as the drivers set their strategies at the moment. We have no press room this evening, so we're hoping for minimal safety cars, or me and Backer are just going to have to talk a bit of Season 2 chit-chat if we get some safety cars.
It's a sunny day. We don't expect any rain. 15% chance of rain is the highest. So we don't expect any drops out. Will be a little cloudy later on. So interesting to see the guys who will take the hard tire. Around that time the temperatures will fall down a little bit.
So we've got Huss in the chat supporting Rick. So I think Rick will probably get a lot of support tonight.
Yeah, I think so as well. And I got this feeling who we allowed will definitely go for a great fight for P1 this race. Don't forget Jetfish in P3 will be waiting for the move as well. Going to the tires, it's the entire top 10 on soft and 11 to 16 on mediums. So the free tire choice all pick the mediums.
So the battle for that constructors has been made more interesting because you've got Pui and Lauer at the front in the McLaren and the Ferrari, and then you've got Matt Johnston and Richie again with only Evil Master in between them. So the battle between McLaren and Ferrari is going to be absolutely red hot.
Yeah, both duos are close to each other, so let's hope to see an interesting battle for that one.
So who are you going to put your money on?
Putting my money on Lauer today.
Okay. Is that a little bit of Ferrari favouritism there for next season?
What do you mean for next season?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, is that a bit of favouritism?
It's no. It's just I'm backing up my old team, mate.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Well, I'm going to be really boring and go for. I think Jetfish is just going to sit behind, let them battle, wait for a break. And so yeah, I'm going to have to say Jetfish, and I'm going to go for Rick in second.
Maybe you should stop the Desperado straight away.
No, Rick's gonna have a good race tonight. I can see that.
Well, he was confident, so let's see. Drivers lining up now to get it going.
So we'll try and get a good camera view.
P5.
Here we go.
P4. Rick.
Always Rick. And it's 5 lights.
I'm on board with Rick.
And we're off the last race of the RPM season.
Best start. Rodzilla has a great start. Rick has a horrible start.
Now has a good start coming up the inside of Pui. Rick has a cautious start. Doesn't look to be any. Got an Alpine off track.
We lost Mauro already. Didn't see what happened there, but Rick getting back to P5 virtual safety car saves him there because Shakes at the inside. Rodzilla had a great start. Matt Johnston lost out on the start as well. Richie already in P8. Gained 2 positions at the start. Same for Evil Master.
Yeah, Lau got a great start there. Absolutely great start. 1.4 seconds ahead under VSC, so they'll all be keeping their eye on the difference.
Cosmo predicting RPM Dragos for the win.
So he's obviously been on the Desperados as well then.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Desperados for Cosmo, but well, Pui is on the inside of.
He is, and we're back
Loud.
racing. We're
Go
back
for a move,
racing.
but great move from Jetfish there.
Jetfish
around
sneaking up.
The outside of Pui, and that opened the door on the inside, on the exit. So
We're on board. We're on board with Pui. Jetfish on the inside. As we drop
Not
back
going.
to Rosilla, so we just have a quick look. Can't see what's going on behind.
and I'm going
Rosilla
to have a quick look if Shaq is actually returned of it, or it's the AI of Shaq.
Jetfish looks like he's having a look at Lau. And he is indeed getting a little bit impatient. As we stay on board with Pui, we'll watch this battle unfold. Pui's got to be a bit careful himself because he's got Rosilla right behind him.
Yeah, and it always oh, and there's contact between Pui and Rodzilla there. I was just on board with Always Rick.
Well, Rick's caught right back up to the back of Pui. Now there's an interesting point. I do seem to remember a race where Always Rick was commentating and Pui was racing and Rick called him Foie.
Foie.
Foie. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can remember.
Yeah,
that.
I can remember that.
And the whole of the stream was going, what? Foie. So yeah, I think that's why he changed his nickname in Discord to give us a phonetically correct pronunciation of his name. So here we are on board with Foie.
On the fastest lap now, the only
Jetfish.
car on track in the 119.
Whew, Jetfish
So
looked
far.
like he was going to take that right on that fast left corner, which is very brave. Very, very brave. Let's have a quick look down field a little bit.
Richie close to Rodzilla.
So we got Shigs a second away from Rick at the moment, and then we got Evil Master behind Shigs, who's just taken that a little bit wide, so maybe got a warning for that. And
And
just
now
taken.
again. Also has his yellow fuel light burning, so
So he must be relying on some safety cars then. That was an extremely wide line there. Huss has commented in the chat
The
that
yellow
he also
flag.
remembers that. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Matt Johnston who lost it.
He's probably too excited about his big signing for next year. Can't concentrate.
Yeah, but I can also remember when we did Hungary this season, I had a big laugh because Matt Johnson spun
Oh
every
yeah,
lap.
you did.
And just for me to a day later to spin every lap as well.
Yeah, that was karma. That was karma.
Yeah,
Right, as we go downfield, so we've got Rosilla chasing Evil
close
Master.
to evil now. Because Rodzilla was off for a moment, got hit by,
And we've got Kay taking the fastest lap on those mediums.
yeah, that's 7/10 faster than Laura's lap.
Oh, and Rick must have a problem. Rick must have a problem because Shigs has just gone straight past him as though he is standing still. Rick looks like he's got it back as we look at the TAS system.
Oh,
to
a
check.
little moment there for Rick on the exit. Now Evil Master looking for the inside there.
So I'm just checking the TAS system and it's not showing that Rick has got any damage at all.
Maybe just in a little braking moment. I don't know.
Tyres,
All I know is Rodzilla is ready to overtake Evil Master. Of course, both cars on
both cars have got
DRS.
DRS.
On DRS, and yeah, Rodzilla having a massive DRS advantage.
And then right behind
And
them, we've got
Loud.
the praying mantis.
Loud and Jetfish side by side. There was a bit of contact, but Jetfish took the lead. You missed that, but
I've missed it on stream. I'm trying to stay downfield a little bit because we've got some battles going on that maybe affect the championship, and Pui in third is not what Luke and Richie want to be seeing. As Rosilla spins and Richie just manages to sneak up the inside, so that puts Richie in seventh, and we have a safety car. Oh.
And I do think Shaq's car is on an AI, because
Let's go and have a look.
he's 14th and way back.
Lau has a 5-second penalty for a collision with Pui.
Yeah, I just seen that as well.
So these guys are going to pit. These guys are all going to pit. Pui decides not to pit, so he's staying out
Lau
on
will serve that penalty straight away.
He will indeed. Let's have a look who else. So Pui is going on. We've got Lau. Shig's in the pits.
Overtaking Lau.
RPM, always Rick coming in. Evil Master coming in. Richie's coming in. Richie's going to get double stacked. So Richie, he's going to get double stacked because Lau's got the 5-second penalty. So Richie's going to be really disappointed with this.
Interesting is Richie is one of the guys together with Shakes and Big Puggy to go for the hard, so they will be looking to go to the end.
Sorry, we need to get the tyres on. I've not got the tyres
mediums. And because the Mighty Frex started on the mediums, he's in P2 now. Also, Colin saying in the chat, Evil is going that wide to avoid a warning. Like I told you in qualifying, if you keep it wide, the game will not invalidate your lap. And in the race it won't give you a warning.
Well, we will be keeping...
We had a rule for that.
We did. We will be keeping an eye on that for definite.
And yeah, also our chief steward Boris noticed it in the chat.
Oh, we've got K that's retired, so that looks like a DNF. Oh, we've got Dragos. We've got Dragos who's retired as well. I didn't see that we've got Dragos retired. So Dragos must have been the one that caused the safety car.
Yeah.
So we think that we've got Shaq. Let's have a quick look. Do we have? We do have Shaq in AI. We do indeed. So that's going to be a problem for Richie to get past Shaq.
Yeah. And this is exactly the reason why Toto sent them away for season 2.
Yeah, they need to spend more of their wages on internet connectivity, I think. The money that these Formula 1 drivers get paid, you would think that they've got a decent internet connection at home, wouldn't you? It's a bit of a
and we lost Pui.
We've lost Pui.
And he's not allowed to rejoin.
And we've lost Pui on a disconnect.
So Wesley just about to unbox my Jetta while the MC is out.
Yeah, take your time.
Hope you got a great knife for that.
I know somebody that's got a very good unboxing knife.
Oh, really?
Anyway, swiftly moving on. So we're going to be safety car coming in this lap, I think, because all the drivers have regrouped, which would be great. So this is definitely this is changing the championship, because Pui is going to fall out of the top 3, or he's not going to enter the top 3 for definite, and that means that the race for the championship is going to be between Luke and...
Oh, and we see Shiggs cutting a 5-second penalty.
Shiggs with a 5-second penalty.
But Rick is behind, so I guess Rick touched Shiggs.
And Rick has a front wing damage of 21%, so Rick will be coming in to
So there's no top step for Rick.
Who knows? Who knows? Far. Don't speak too soon. Safety car will not be coming in.
Yeah, it is. Safety car in this lap.
Is it?
We got lights are out.
Rick's in big trouble.
And we're gonna get a very boring restart.
Pui's AI has gone in the pits, which is great. Which is absolutely great, because it clears it away for the race. And Rick's following.
The Frex having a little bit of wheel spin on the restart. that opens a gap for Jetfish straight away. Track braking really late.
Oh, as down the inside comes Lau on Evil Master. So
Lau will be fighting
great
his way back.
restart. Great restart from Lau. Rosilla exactly the same. We've got Luke taking it careful. Luke is ahead of Richie.
Oh, Lau now going wide. Mr. caught in a bit of dirty air. On board with Evil Master, who still has the yellow fuel light burning.
And is spinning everywhere as we get side by side with Rosilla. Rosilla, ooh, just managed to keep that sensible.
Yeah, great decision from Rosilla not using the exit.
Great patient. Evil needs to stay on the track.
Yeah, he's going extremely wide in some corners. So far, 8 laps in and only 1 penalty so far. And that's 5 seconds. Loud overtaking Shiggs before the final corner. Great exit from the Ferrari driver there. And the Mighty Frags already falling back 3 seconds to Jetfish. And Lau will be hoping he can get past sooner than later, because the Mighty Frags will be holding him up.
Yeah, his tyres are a bit older as well, aren't they? 8 laps. So I see we got Richie coming in behind Puggy now in 9th on those hards. So they both will be going to the end. So
yeah, so great tactic from them as well, because Richie had a little moment there, lost his position to Matt Johnson, and lost 2 seconds before Matt passed him. He might even have a broken wing.
He does.
Yeah.
No wing at all.
He completely lost his wing.
So Richie will be coming in to put on the mediums.
Lau passed the Mighty Frags, and Shiggs also passes Mighty Frags on the outside, and Evil Master on the outside of Shiggs now, final turn.
Shiggs is on the hards though, isn't he? Shiggs is on the hards, so
yeah, he will be going
he needs to probably just sit behind these guys and
move from Evil Master for P3 around the outside.
Oh, Shiggs, that was a brave move, He just got tapped.
Yeah, looks like Evil Master tried to overtake Frags around the outside, then wanted to switch it back, but Shiggs was there.
No, I think he'd already taken him. I think Shiggs was probably trying to break in the middle of the two, and Evil turned in. I don't think that was anything that Evil could have done differently. I think Shiggs probably just didn't have the braking power on those hards that he was used to from the mediums. As Rosilla is now right on the back of the Mighty Frags. Boris is saying that Rosilla has a connection issue.
And behind Rosilla, the other Alpine from Lukey Boy.
Yeah, we can see that
and there's
contact there between, that must be lag between Rosilla and the Mighty Frags, which lets Luke through in 5th place. So we've got Luke aiming for 2nd place in the championship, and his rival is Richie, who is down in 12th, but he's now on the mediums. He's chasing down the AI of Pui.
A big Puggy in P6 gained 9 positions already.
Well, my good friend is blaming me in the chat for the commentator's curse on Shiggs. So I think that's a little unfair, to be honest. I didn't control his brake pedal, although he still braked a little bit earlier than me on Monday, as Richie's looking to go around the outside of the AI of Pui and gets that job done. The next car up is the Mighty Frags.
We got an Italian battle coming up.
So as we look back, the closest battle on track is Big Puggy in the Williams. Big Puggy is running well on those hard tyres in 6th place. So he's working his way through.
Chicks also coming back already on those hards. P8, close behind Matt Johnson.
Well, we're going to just stay on board with Big Puggy for a minute, Backer, and I just need to leave the comms with you for just 2 seconds and I'll be straight back.
Alright. So no move from Puggy yet into turn 1. Better exit on turn 1, so move done by Puggy. I would say, but can Luke switch back? He can't, so Big Puggy into P5 with all cars in front, still leading to pit. So yeah, I can't control the camera now, right now. Having a look with Puggy in the chicane, great lines. On the table we see Richie passing the mighty Freck, so the Italian battle has been fought out. I need to say I like Puggy's helmet, it's a bit Alonso style. You guys can't see it. And we see RPM always taking a 3-second penalty. Better exit for Big Puggy once again.
And we're back.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Watching. Well, yes, we're still on board with Puggy. He's got up to 5th place.
Yeah, but there was just no one in front, so it was just looking at his lines.
Okay, we're on board now with Brazilla.
Although I did notice Puggy has the better exits. That's why he's gaining on Luke.
And we've got behind Luke, we've got Matt Johnston as well.
Oh, Matt,
on
Matt,
those 6 lap old mediums. What's he done?
Who done what?
You're saying, oh Matt, oh Matt, oh Matt. He's not done anything.
Yeah.
He's up in
No,
7th place. He's on 6 lap old mediums. He's come from the back. He's doing great. Absolutely great.
Yeah, I didn't say he did. He doesn't. I was just saying, oh Matt, oh Matt, oh Matt.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing.
No, I'm not singing today.
We might sing later. We might sing later. So Rick's now got 19. No, Rick's got 21 laps to get this win.
Yeah, but he's 18 seconds behind.
I'm
and
still
just
confident.
started his penalty collection again.
Ah, well, I've not seen the penalties.
Yeah. At some point in the race, he
he's only got 3 seconds. That's all right.
Yeah, but you know you can't go wide anymore. Can't go wide again because
a lot of other
got
drivers
6.
will pick up penalties.
I don't see Luke picking up any penalties. But he's on a medium tire.
Chasing down Puggy.
Don't see taking Puggy any penalties because he's not even on the edge of the track. So
Matt's having a great race here. To say that he's come back from a little bit of a difficult start,
and he was off.
Yeah, he's having a. I know we've had a safety car, which has obviously helped, but looks like he's in good shape on those 7 lap old mediums. I have to say at this moment, Puggy's looking favourite because Puggy definitely can take those to the end as Matt starts to spin out a little bit. What we can say about Matt's not given us any telemetry. So Luke is on 17% tyres. Jetfish the leader on 18%. 14% is the tyre wear on Big Puggy's hard tyres. So we are going to see the crossover at some point. Probably around
and we got Rodzilla chasing down Evil Master at this point for the 3rd spot on the podium. Oh, and Evil lost it. Evil lost it. This was no commentator curse. I was on board with Rodzilla.
And I was on board with Rodzilla as well. So that is
So we
unfortunate.
lost Evil.
And I wonder if that's going to bring out a safety car.
I don't think so because he didn't DNF.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I DNF for that Monday.
He has no wing
No
on the
wing
front.
at
So
all.
let's just hope that this stays sensible for the drivers approaching, which is Rick. So
Yeah, I'm on board with Rick now. So at least you can see Evil is track because he took some gravel with him.
another yellow, which looks like could be for Evil going off track. As he moves out the way to let...
Easy move for Rick.
Great move for always Rick around the outside.
Absolutely.
That puts him up into P8 on the hards.
So Rodzilla got P3 now. And Lau seems to be a bit stuck in P2. Not losing, not gaining.
Shigs gets 3-second penalty. Rick will be pleased about that because that's just puts him on an even.
And Puggy in P4 on those hards, still looking great.
Yeah,
Of course, Luke is close, but still needs to pit. Same for Matt Johnston. And then we got Shiggs.
well, that's the main battle that we've got going here, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
It's the only
Shiggs,
battle.
and Shiggs is also in. Shiggs is in touching distance of this battle, so yeah. So
Yeah,
we've
he's
got a
in
battle
distance.
for these four.
The gap to the leader for Shiggs is only 16 seconds, so he will pass them on at second pit stop. Yeah, I do think most guys will go to the softs at the end.
This is
Then
going to
you will
be
lose a lot.
this is going to be a Williams 1-2.
I don't think so. And Matt Johnston looking at the inside, late braking there. And gets the move done
And he's
on
got
Luke.
DRS.
Luke. Yeah, Luke not fighting too hard. And we
We've
got a
in
yellow
sector
flag.
3.
Oh,
like
you
a-
can put Kylie on.
No.
So that was a spin for our RPM always Rick.
Well, he's kept his position, so
Yeah, no worries here at all.
obviously those hards. We're only on 12%.
Yeah, but they can have a little bit of damage.
The TAS
No worries.
doesn't give us the tyre temperatures, which is a shame.
Yeah, that's what we need to know right now.
Yeah, it would be useful to know if somebody's actually overcooked their tyres, but we can't see that from the TAS telemetry. But that's brought Richie.
Very close.
Very, very
On
close
at least.
on those
Yeah,
mediums.
he took out 9 to 10 seconds of that. So, of course,
we
it
got-
takes a while before you reach him. And I don't know if Rick got any damage. So. No, he
doesn't.
didn't pick
no,
up
he doesn't.
any damage.
So it's just a spin on the exit. As Matt's now chasing down Puggy, they've actually managed to pull away a bit from Luke. So Luke's dropped down to 1.2 seconds. So he's out of the DRS detection zone. So this is going to be good for Matt that he can stay with Puggy. And Shiggs has also dropped off the back. He's now 10 seconds behind Luke. So Shiggs also on the hards has had another.
So we see Richie had the DRS already on the main straight. Won't be enough for a move into yeah.
Yeah. Apologies for the language on stream there. If anybody heard that at home, it's before the watershed.
I said fucking yell, so you needed to yell.
Okay. Thanks for repeating it anyway. Right, where are we? Where are we?
Oh, shit, I need some drink.
So it looks like we've lost back out of chat. Something's just happened.
So here
You're back.
I am.
You are back. Yeah,
On board with
Rosilla is hunting down Lau
who seems to lose out a lot the last few laps to Jetfish.
Tyre wear is very similar between Lauer and Brazilla, 25, 26%. So there's nothing in that.
But yeah, we've seen Rotzilla before this season, and we know he's really fast.
Puggy's managed to break DRS from Matt as well, so those mediums must be starting to go off. And we think that Puggy is going to take those to the end. They have started to wear now, though. He's up to 22%.
Maybe he's gambling on a late safety car. Oh,
Colin says, lol, just in case you missed it the first time. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. That's exactly what Macca's like. Oh, and a bit of a spin there from Puggy. I'm not sure if these hards are going to go all the way to the end.
While you were gone and I could only watch Puggy, I noticed he is having a lot of wheel spin on the exits of every turn, but keeps it on track somehow.
Pooey or Puggy?
Oh, Puggy.
Puggy, yeah, because Pooey's AI.
You can call him Waffle as well.
Really? Oh, is that his nickname,
Yeah.
is it? Is that
Yeah,
when he
Waffle.
used to work in the waffle shop?
No, he's going to open an Irish waffle restaurant.
Ah, okay.
Wales.
I know that, yeah, the Welsh. Yeah, I know he told me
Welsh.
that he used to work in a waffle shop. So, and that's where he found his love of plastering. So,
he loves waffles.
Well, he's certainly waffling around on these tyres with 13 laps gone.
Interesting detail about one of our drivers, of course. He
Well,
likes waffles.
we can do a bit of detail on every driver. So we
go
can do a
ahead,
lot.
but
We
I
can
don't
do a
know
lot of
about
detail on Rick.
Yeah, a lot. The guy,
Lot of
22 years now, and so like Rick is afraid of dolls. That's the
Right,
first one.
let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Enough's enough. As we're on board with Luke, Luke was much closer a minute ago.
Yeah, but did you notice Richie passed RPM always, Rick?
I think Rick's struggling on those hards. I think he's struggling on the hards. And a lot of other drivers are. I mean, Rick's probably wanting a safety car at this point.
Yeah, I would love a safety car as well. Would make it a little bit more interesting. Well,
Matt's
right behind.
got on the back of Puggy again.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening here. I think they're just playing with us.
14 laps old medium. Oh, Buggy having a little moment.
Yeah, I wonder. The softs.
Those mediums won't take it.
No, the new.
I'm sure about that.
The new softs will do 10 laps, maybe 10 laps. Boris could probably take them for 5 laps, but
And now Buggy picks
he
up a
does.
penalty
He
because
does indeed.
he is really struggling. And Jetfish is the first of the medium drivers who is going to pit. And that means 13 laps, and so he's going to another set of mediums. Lauer also getting in. Interested to see what he's gonna do.
So yeah, Jetfish has gone on to the mediums.
Also another set of mediums for Lauer. And Matt Johnson and Puggy now side by side. Puggy going for a move, Matt Johnson going for a move around the out, and there's contact.
Ooh.
Oh, Puggy won't be happy with this because he.
I don't think Matt did a lot wrong there. He had the outside line, and I think he was ahead on track. So
yeah,
I think that was
I'm not saying he did anything, but Puggy won't be happy.
Puggy's never happy.
No, that's true. Unless you give him some waffles.
From his waffle shop. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But no, I think that was unfortunate coming together there. That puts Matt up into second place. But this is going to be interesting now because you've got Jetfish on those brand new tyres right behind Matt. So we're going to see an overtake here for definite. I wonder if they're going to try and take these tyres to maybe 25 laps. So they've got a 10 laps on the softs.
Yeah, they might give it a go. But
No,
no,
Matt
Matt
goes in.
Johnson is going in. And you see Rosilla, that's on old mediums. 16 laps old mediums taking
Well,
the fastest lap.
you say old mediums. They're at 33% tyre wear on the front left. So I would say that Rosilla is going to take these definitely. Oh, nope, nearly. Well saved. Well saved. I think he's going to try and
Going
get these
for
to
a
lap
move on
25.
6, turn 1, switching it back, and Radek versus Williams here. And the great move from Loud, the switch back in turn 1 and the overtake in turn 2. Also no penalties for Loud, but also can come into play at the end. Crash tires. So in the top 3, Rosella and Puggy, the guys with penalties.
Rick picks up another 3 seconds. The penalty magnet.
Yeah, that's his collector's habit.
We should have done an award for the most penalties all season, shouldn't we?
Yeah, could have done that, but
Colin's saying in chat that he thinks that Puggy understeered into Matt, and I have to agree with him there. I think that was definitely understeer. Defending his
yeah,
position.
it looked
Very
like
unfortunate.
Rosella coming out of the pits right now. Lau is not going to pass him. It comes out straight behind him. Can tell you that the tire of Lau is only 1 lap older, so Rosella is not safe at all. Unless he is way faster.
But they're only 3.94 seconds behind Puggy. So I think that Puggy is probably going to get caught here. We'll have to keep an eye on the lap times, but they're already down to 3.5, and we can already see Puggy in the distance. Probably through this sector it's going to be even more noticeable, down to 3.4. So yeah, Puggy's going to get caught.
What place do you have to be for fastest lap point? We award them in until top 15.
Yeah, I don't think your AI is going to get that, Shaq, to be honest. I can't imagine that your 30% AI car is going to get that.
And we see Rick also still very close to Richie. I'm wondering what tire wear Richie is on, because of course his mediums are 13 laps old so
Richie
far.
is on 30%, well 29% front left. So he's, he's managing his tyres really good. Yeah, really good. He is managing them tyres really good.
I've seen Richie do it before. We got a yellow flag, and that's Evil Master. Yeah, I forgot about him after his little moment. The 11 for the Mercedes driver, who of course is not a Mercedes driver anymore from season 2. I won't announce any team so far.
No, we'd get sued. We don't have the correct insurance to be releasing that kind of information.
I can just release some pitbox talks and that's it.
Chit chat, pitbox chit chat. I've got an awful feeling that Rick's pushing really hard here to keep up with Richie. Richie's tyres have got to be starting to go away.
No, Rick having a little moment. Ran a bit wide. And again. And you see him also using all the ERS he has. So he's definitely pushing to try and at least keep up in DRS distance of Richie. And he managed
the closest battle we've got on track is Evil Master and the Mighty Frax at the moment.
We got Rodzilla behind Big Puggy already.
We do. So he's caught him within 2 laps.
Yeah, but not a place to overtake so far on track.
I think
Don't push Rick, please.
I think that our
In the
friend
chest.
Huss must have made a bit of a bet on Rick because he's kind of shouting for him, then he's asking for the comms not to go on him. We've got to go on him at some point before the end of the race, that's for sure.
And
We've got a yellow in sector
flag.
1, which is a Alpine.
The mighty Frax has spun around in turn 1. And maybe Rotzilla can get the move done on the main straight. Like I said, Puggy again having a lot of traction on the exit, losing his tires a little. There he is. This should be moved on for Rotzilla. Pressure tires, DRS, side by side to turn 1 and moved on before.
Yeah, Puggy won't fight that.
Lauer falling off a little bit, but that might be compared to the pace of Rotzilla, of course. You don't know. Always Rick is now outside of the DRS detection point from Richie. Now he's in, so he will get some now if I'm right. No, he doesn't. And now every gap is
More than a
at
second.
least 1 second. Which means I can get something else to drink.
You can, as I stay on board with Rick, who is closing the gap. Rick is down to 0.8. So those tyres of Richie's might just be starting to give way a fraction. Although Rick's hard tyres have done 18 laps, so I don't know the limit of the hard tyres, but I think if we stay on board with Rick much longer, we are about to find out. So as we have a quick look through the pack, we'll stay on board with Rick because it doesn't look like he's going to get DRS on Richie here. Looks like Lau's closing the gap on Puggy down to a second now, so this will be for a podium position. Let's just have a quick look at the penalties. So we've got Rotzilla on 3 seconds, we've got Big Puggy on 3 seconds, so Lau currently with no penalties as Matt Johnston picks up a 3-second penalty. Shiggs has got 8 seconds. I think one of those is a 5-second penalty for under the safety car, which is unfortunate. We've got Rick on 6 seconds and we've got the Mighty Frax on 3 seconds. This is the closest battle we've got. Let's go and have a quick look at our race leader, 14 seconds in front. Race leader and championship winner, Jetfish in the Red Bull. No competition here today. We'll stay on board with a lap with Jetfish. Hopefully we don't give the commentators curse. We won't stay on board as we spot that Lauer is within 5/10 of Puggy. So fresh mediums versus... Let's have a look at the tyres. 22 lap old hards for Puggy and Shiggs. And Puggy's tyres are only 40% worn. So we are going to find out if there is a cliff. And if there is a cliff, at what point it comes in. And if they fall over it. I imagine they must be fairly close. Puggy looks like he's also got no ERS, so he's absolutely trying and pushing everything, hopefully, probably hoping for a safety car as Rick picks up another penalty. Puggy chooses to stay out, so he must be taking those tyres or trying to take those tyres to the end. As Lauer gets the DRS, this is going to be an easy one. Pulls alongside. Puggy doesn't fight it, knows he's not got the tyres to compete, so that puts Lau up into 3rd place.
And I'm back.
Oh well.
Got a little bit held up by our colleagues of Sky Sports
Okay.
because you drank the fridge empty.
Oh, they was complaining, were they? Puggy's actually having a comeback here at Lao. This is great stuff.
Also, a big compliment in the chat here because Colin's saying, looking forward to racing Jetfish. He is very consistent and always taking the fastest lap on the softs. So Colin might know more than we do, saying he's going to race
Well, no.
Jetfish next season.
Colin definitely knows more than we do. But you mean about Jetfish? Talent spotting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's either Colin to mid gear or Jetfish to high gear.
Well, I think as mid-gear champion, one can only assume that Jetfish will be racing in the top tier next season. To be confirmed, of course. Big Puggy's really impressing me here, staying with Laura on those mediums. 24 lap old hards, staying within that 1 second. That is really, really, really impressive.
Yeah. Also the clouds I predicted are kicking in at the moment. And we got a yellow flag that might be Evil Master. Even getting past by Shaq, his AI, but of course that's a back marker. And it looks like Evil Master doesn't have damage, but looking at him, he's in really strange gears and not taking any reps at all. Don't know. Oh, he's letting Loud and Big Buggy pass. So not the race he hoped for.
No, totally justified Toto's decision to change drivers.
Yeah. And he's going in as well. Or maybe he does have damage. I don't know.
No. Doesn't have damage. Puggy, Big Puggy fancies a last lap battle here, I'm sure.
I do think he will, yeah. But
he probably won't if Lau doesn't pick up any penalties, because I don't think Puggy's the sort of driver that would risk a win on track, knowing that he's going to get demoted again. He wouldn't take the risk. I think if Lau gets a penalty, then Puggy may well look to have a little go. And all the time, you've got Matt Johnston closing up on Puggy. It's down to 4.3 seconds, which was 5.4 seconds only a lap ago. So Matt Johnston's taken a second a lap out of Puggy. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough because we've only got 4 laps remaining. But
I'm hearing in the chat from
it's going to be close.
Jag Attack that Evil is going to give it a go for the fastest lap. That's why he pitted. But you're not getting it if you're going this wide, to be honest. But Shaq just confirming he's going for the fastest lap. Shaq not driving himself because his AI is on grid. I had an AI in comms once.
Yeah, no, Matt's not closed that down again. So staying at 4.4. Shig's 1.8. I think we've got fastest lap. If I look at the times, I think the current fastest lap is set by Always Rick with a 1:17.5. So that's what Evil Master is trying to beat. As we're on board with Rick now, is Rick going to get another fastest lap? No, he's not.
I'm going to at least open the pass screen to see if Evil improves in any sectors. Let's see his sector 1 time.
Puggy's still there behind Lau. As they come up to the AI of Pui.
Yes, it is his best. He just put in his fastest sector 1, 7/10 up on his fastest. So I don't know if it's enough. Let's see the fastest laps. His fastest lap so far is a 19.6. So he needs to improve 2 seconds.
As he picks up a 3-second penalty for warnings.
And he's only 23 hundredths of a second up in sector 2. So this probably won't be the fastest lap for him. But you never know. He did it. 16.8.
3/10 quicker than Rick's lap. So yeah, we are closing out. We're closing out the final race of the season in RPM with a very, very, very quiet processional race with only one battle on track. So a little bit
not
disappointing.
even a battle, I guess. It's just keeping up what Puggy is trying.
Yeah, no, I think Puggy's got a bit of something. Although his tyres are now 27 laps, which is 48% worn. But he's definitely hanging in there as Jetfish starts his final lap.
It's a great timing from Evil as well to get the fastest lap because nobody's able to pit and get. And we lost RPM. Always Rick.
No. A DNF.
Try and see. He lost it in the chicane. In the last lap of the race. I'm on board with Jetfish now to see if I can see him. Yeah, he's on the left side of the barriers.
He'll be disappointed with that. Very disappointed with that. Puggy's really close now. He's really close to Lau.
I know a little bit of paddock talks. I spoke to Zach Brown and RPM always Rick won't be driving the Alfa Romeo next season.
He spoke to Zach Brown?
Yeah, he's going to McLaren.
Oh really? Well,
That's
he was. When Zach Brown's seen this race, maybe he'll change his mind. As we go through, Jetfish takes the win. And Rosilla coming through in second place. Great race from the top three. And Lau, with no penalties, is going to take third place
out
for
of
Ferrari.
Fuel as well.
He is out of fuel. And Big Puggy with a super fourth place. 29 lap old hards. Matt Johnston, good solid race from Matt in fifth place. He'll be really happy with that last race of the season. Luke taking sixth place in front of Shigs, who had those couple of penalties. Maybe one of them will get removed. RPM, always Richie.
Always Richie.
Coming across the line in eighth place. We've got the Mighty Frax in ninth. Evil Master in 10th.
Already.
A DNF for RPM F1 Rick. Unfortunately DNF'd, and then we have the two AIs of the disconnect of Pui and Shaq.
Deliberately putting it in the wall and doing donuts on track. Moment of silence for this.
There is a moment of silence because I can actually hear Boris from here.
Yeah, I can hear him as well.
I can hear Boris from here. All the way from Germany, I can hear Boris right now. And there you have it. That is the last race of season one. And we have a driver of the day of Big Puggy. Cannot disagree with that. Great race from Puggy from the back of the grid on those hards, pitting early, showing that patience does pay off. Can't take anything away from Jetfish with the win. Rosilla in second, Lauer in third, Puggy in fourth, Matt Johnston fifth, Luke VDM in sixth. In seventh we have Shigs in the Williams, followed by F1 Richie, the Mighty Frax, and making up the last place of the top 10 is Evil Master. So I don't know, are we going to attempt to invite the drivers in for interview, Mr. Bakker?
I'm trying to. I got Jetfish, Rodzilla, and Laur is inviting them now.
As we just go through the grid order for the results coordinator that has to go through and nipper clip these every week.
We do got the P2 in already. Let's see
We do.
if
We'll
we
just give it a few seconds for the
the
others. If you
P3 and P1,
just,
hopefully.
if we can just check that the audio settings are on share, that would be great. And we'll just wait for the other two drivers. A bit of a or we'll start with our P2 finisher. In the Aston
Our
Martin.
one and only Romanian drug dealer.
Alleged. It's never been confirmed. It's
Never been confirmed. He's in
Rosilla,
GTA as well, so.
how was your race?
Well, it was pretty weird, I guess. I had a mediocre quali, at best, I could say. I was pushed off by Pui right at the end of the first sector, I think lap 3 or 4. After that, it was pretty much management. I didn't push really hard. I had a pretty nice overcut on Laur for the last pit stop. I saw that he was stuck behind Luke, I think. And I pushed for 2 more laps. I got out in front, and after that I was trying to get that 3-second gap because I had the penalties. It was pretty nice. And congratulations to Jetfish for the win.
Could you feel those tyres, those extra 2 laps? Could you feel that they were dropping away, or were the tyres still good?
I was sliding about for like the last 5 laps of that stint. I also almost lost it in the second corner.
Because you set the fastest lap of the race when Laura had pitted, and I think you were on 15 lap old mediums.
Yeah, I luckily got DRS on both zones. And I had the fastest first sector by like 7/10 or something like that, so I guess that's why I had the fastest lap.
Well, fantastic race, absolutely fantastic race.
Yeah.
You definitely held your own
Cheers.
all the way through. And I hear a rumour, it's not confirmed, but I hear a rumour that you may be changing tiers next season and moving up a tier. Are you excited about the prospect of that?
Well, it will be interesting. I hopefully can learn from the guys because I don't think I'm that fast. Luckily, I'm with my friend Leo, who can give me a lot of tips.
Okay.
We will help each other for the whole season.
Is this a scoop?
We're saying allegedly, Bakker. You're desperate for some scoop, aren't you? You're desperate for some breaking scoop. Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly.
Give us a little sneak peek.
I don't say anything at the moment.
Oh, I love these drivers. They're all media trained, perfectly media trained to reveal very little. Well, great race, mate.
Yes.
Great. Any other questions from you, Bakker, for our second place finisher?
Well, not at all, because he won't say anything.
Not about personal things.
Okay,
well, great drive, mate, and deserved P2. Did see the moment you had a little bit of contact with Bowie. That was very unfortunate, but I wish you the best of luck in season 2.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, congratulations.
I guess I'll hear from you guys soon, I guess. Bye.
Absolutely. See you later, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so have we got any other of the drivers joined us?
Nope.
Obviously, the end of season, they're all going to the after party. So if that is the case, we will do exactly the same. what we can say is from us, the admins at RPM, it's been a fantastic season 1. It's been our first season as a new league, and I think that we've learnt a lot as we've gone. We've tried to put on a good, organised, well thought through. We didn't get everything right, but we plan to improve that for next season. From my side, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people that have helped us in terms of the staff of RPM, the stewards, and also the social media people who are doing the graphics for us, the streams, the commentators, co-commentators. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and I think that we've all thoroughly enjoyed it, and we can't wait for next week. I don't know if you want to add something there, Backer. As you've gone, just wait 1 minute, and then you're coming back. You're back now. Sorry, say again. I missed you there.
I completely agree with you, and no problem for the graphics.
Well, you didn't do all of them, so don't get too big-headed.
Yeah, most of it. And
no.
I hope to see you all again next season.
Next week, in fact. Next week.
Yeah, but we didn't agree on saying that already.
We did?
Oh, all right.
We did.
Okay.
So it's next week.
See you next season.
Next season. See you next season. See you next week. So we will be kicking. We will be kicking off on Tuesday evening with season 2 in low gear. So the first race for low gear of season 2. So yeah, that's all that's got to be said. Thank you very much to everybody. You know who you are, and very, very enjoyable. And I think that we will have a new commentator on Tuesday for low gear. Can't mention any names at this moment, but we're very, very excited by it. So thanks from me, and Mr. Backer, over to you before we finish.
Have a good evening. Have a good evening. Have a good evening.
And have a good evening. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.